Good afternoon to everyone. So today we'll study about reservoir diffusion system. Okay, in last class we have studied matrix diffusion system. In that two types will be there, soluble and non-soluble matrix. In the soluble matrix we are using hydrophilic polymers which is non-porous. Okay, so when it will contact with the water it will swell inside, so thereby pore size will be enlarged, thereby so diffusion will be occurring, right? So that is soluble, and that is also called as glassy hydrogel. Okay, and the non-soluble matrix, so there we are using water insoluble and porous polymers. Okay, so water insoluble but itself it is acting as a porous. Okay, so porous polymers we are using, it will not swell in size due to that pore size. Okay, enlarged pore size itself, so water can easily enter into that and the diffusion can easily takes place. Okay, so that is matrix diffusion system. But here in the reservoir system, what we are doing means we are preparing a matrix, and that matrix will be coated with the another polymeric membrane. Okay, so how we have prepared in a dissolution system matrix, right? So two types was there in a dissolution, matrix and encapsulation, right? So in that encapsulation, core particle will be coated with the any one of the polymeric membrane, right? So that is called as encapsulation. We are capsulating the core particle, right? So here also we are going to encapsulate the core particle, but here the core particle, it is not only just drug particle, what it will be in the form of granules. So here we have prepared the matrix system. Okay, so first we are going to prepare matrix system, and then that matrix system is coated with the polymeric membrane. Okay, so that is reservoir system. So that's why it is also called as laminated matrix device. Okay, so lamination also there, matrix system also there. So that's why it is called as reservoir system. So nothing but the particle is completely reserved. Okay, so here the main thing is you have to remember, so whatever the lamination we are doing, right, so coating we are doing, right, so that particle is water insoluble. Okay, so we are using the polymer which is water insoluble for lamination. Okay, for matrix we are using water soluble. Okay, for lamination, for the outermost layer we are using water insoluble, and the inside layer, the matrix what we are preparing, right, for that we are using water soluble. Okay, so hollow system containing an inner core surrounded in water insoluble membrane. So that whatever the last layer, outer layer will be there, right, so that is water insoluble membrane. Polymer can be applied by coating or micro encapsulation. So the lamination of polymer we can do by micro encapsulation or pan coating method or spray coating method. So different methods will be there. We can follow any one of the technique. Okay, so what is the rate controlling mechanism? How it will be controlling the rate of drug release means partitioning into membrane with subsequent release into surrounding fluid by diffusion. Okay, so two mechanism will be partition. So how means, see in this diagram you can observe. So here you can observe the blue layer and the red layer. So this red membrane, what it will be there, right? So that is matrix. Okay, so which is water soluble polymer. So in that water soluble polymer we have embedded the drug particle. Okay, so that we have prepared first. After that, this matrix system again we are coating with the water insoluble polymer. Okay, so now two system will be there. One is coating system and another one is matrix system. Okay, so here you can observe. So this is blue circle. Here pores will be there, right? Gaps will be there. That is pores in the insoluble polymer of coating. Okay, so with the help of this gap or with the help of these pores, water can easily enter into the reservoir system. Okay, so water can enter into the matrix system. It can pass through this coating membrane with the help of these pores. Okay, so once this water entered, okay, but this layer will not rupture. Okay, it will keep as it is. Okay, so when water will be entering, so whatever the inside matrix system will be there, right? So that is yellow color. So this is matrix, right? So this is made up of water soluble polymer. So it will absorb the water and start to dissolve slowly. Okay, so because water soluble polymer we are using, right? And so once it will absorb proper water means it will rupture completely, it will dissolve completely, that polymer membrane. Okay, so once the matrix system is dissolved completely, then the drug particle will start to diffuse out through these pores. Okay, so water will enter, okay, but this layer will not rupture because this is insoluble. So only with these pores only water will start to enter. Okay, so once the proper and adequate water entered means this polymer soluble, sorry, water soluble polymer will start to dissolve slowly. Once all the polymer is dissolved, then the drug particle will start to diffuse out from the reservoir system. So this is the mechanism. So that's why partition will be taking place. First, the water will enter through the coating membrane. So here dissolution will occur inside this. After that, diffusion will taking place. Okay, so that is called as partitions. First, it is dividing its work. Okay, so this is the mechanism. At time 0, like this will be there. Okay, after reaching dissolution fluid at time t, so whatever the drug particle will be there, it will be starting to diffuse outside from the reservoir system. So this is the picture. So observe neatly. Okay, so this is reservoir system. In this system, rate controlling element is non-swellable water insoluble polymer such as HPC, ether cellulose and polyvinyl acetate, which controls drug release through micropores present in membrane. Okay, so which is rate controlling membrane, which is rate controlling element, with the which help, okay, so we can control the rate of drug release. That is whatever the lamination we are doing, right, coating we are doing, right, that element. Okay, so how much coating we are doing and what thickness will be there, what concentration will be there, depends upon these factors. Rate controlling we can judge. Okay, so here the last coating material we are using, that is non-soluble water insoluble polymer such as HPC, hydroxypropyl cellulose or any cellulose derivatives, or PVC we can use, or PVA we can use, right? So what is the pore size of all this membrane? Okay, all this polymer, what is the concentration we are using, what is the thickness we are using, and how much layer we are coating. Okay, depends upon this we can get to know that how much rate controlling of drug will be there. Okay, so at what rate drug will be releasing we can get to know. Okay, so these are the main element. Example is Nico 400 and nitrobate. So this is about reservoir system. I hope you understood. In matrix diffusion system, two types will be there, soluble and non-soluble. In reservoir system, laminated matrix system will be there. First we are preparing matrix system and then that matrix we are going to coat with the polymeric membrane. Okay, so just read these ones and you will get to know. So this is about diffusion. I hope you understood dissolution also. In the next class, we'll study last approach, that is ion exchange resin. Okay, thank you.